Andrew Tate is an interesting character. You're friends.
Yeah.
So you actually said this about me and Andrew Tate.
You gotta love the way he controls a room. Whenever he gets into the room, the guy is intelligent. He's quick on his feet. He rattles things off. He's got such command of information. He sits down with Piers Morgan. Now, Piers Morgan, one of the best out there, and he's brutal. He doesn't hold back. He comes after you. He's not taking it easy. But Andrew sat down with him, and I'm telling you, he controls the room, even with Piers Morgan.
Now, I would take slight issue with that, Michael, as you would expect.
Well, I give you a good compliment because I believe that.
Yeah, but I know what you mean about Tate. He's a very charismatic guy. A lot of people love him. A lot of people hate him. We don't know the truth about these charges he's facing. We'll have to see how that all plays out. What do you think about his influence on young men in particular? Because I know lots of mothers who are very concerned about what they see as a bad influence, particularly as they see it, misogynist views about women. What do you think of him?
Well, you look, I think Andrew could be abrasive at times. I don't agree with, look, I have a wife and 5 daughters. And my wife, anybody will tell you, I put her up on a pedestal. My daughters are all very independent.
So when you see Andrew Tate say women should stay at home, they shouldn't go out to work, the man should be in control of them, they shouldn't even go out without his permission. When you hear him say all that stuff.
I don't agree with that, okay? I think I understand what he's saying. He wants to be the man in the house. He wants to be the provider, the protector. I agree with all of that, yes. I don't agree that she has to stay in the house and just be a housewife. No, I mean, if my wife wanted to work, she could work. As a matter of fact, she does work. She works with me. But I think his message to young men is vital because I think there's been such a feminization of men, especially in our country, that it's terrible. I mean, it's affecting our military. It's affecting, I mean, I have 5 daughters that say, Dad, I can't find a good guy, you know, and they mean it, you know, and we see what's happening. So we need men to
Has it crossed your mind that that might be because they don't want to meet Daddy?
Well, I think,
or upset Daddy's daughter?
Well, it could be, but in some cases it is. But no, I mean, look, I support his message to young men to be men. And like I said, I think a lot of the things he says are taken out of context because people do hate him, you know, because of what he says. But I support.
I'm struck by just how widespread his influence is.
Amazing.
I would say 1 in 5 people that come up to me are young men who want to talk about Andrew Tate.
What does that tell you?
Well, it tells me
hungry for a mentor.
Yeah, it tells me that they're hungry for someone who isn't going to demonize young men in the way they feel they've been demonized. I think there's no doubt about that. I just have a real problem when he goes off on his misogynist rants. I have a daughter too. I just think it's very kind of Dickensian, that kind of chat, you know?
Yeah,
he doesn't need to do that.
He is abrasive at times, and I think the way he says things rubs people wrong, and, you know, but the overall message, I think, is important, and it's a good one.